everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Tumelo. Welcome. Feel free, we don't bite. So today's video we are talking money, and of course before I start I should mention that none of my videos constitute as financial advice. It's just basically what I've learned, what I've observed, and what I do. Hence I do this money videos, so I share with you guys what I've been learning, what I've been observing, and what I do as well. So today we are talking savings plans, and I'm going to do an update on the savings plan that I've been doing since the beginning of the year. So let me start with the savings plans. I've only put together 3 plans which I'm going to discuss before I give you guys an update on the savings plan that I've been doing since the beginning of the year. So the first savings plan is, I think this one is very famous. It's the 52-week challenge, where you put aside 10 rands according to the week of the year. So the first week, which would be first week of January, you would put aside 10 rand, and the second week, week number 2, 20 rand, and then you add it together with the 10 rand. That would give you 30 rands in just 2 weeks. And then you carry on with that for the rest of the year, well, for the 52 weeks, and in total you'd get roughly almost 14,000 rands. I feel like it would get hefty when you have to put aside like maybe 500 rand for a week. Does it get there? I don't know, but yeah, so that's the 52-week challenge. I know somebody who did do the challenge, although I never asked if they managed to finish it, but when I learned about it from them. I have not done that challenge, so I cannot say much about it. It's just that if you are looking into a savings plan that is along those lines, you could try the 52-week challenge. So the next plan is where you put aside 5 rand coins into a 5-liter bottle. So with this one, it does not have like a designated time frame where you like a month, 6 months, a year. No, it's just until the bottle is full. So what you do is you put aside like change, 5 rands in this case, and when the bottle is full, you should have somewhere around 23,400 rands with a 5-liter bottle with just 5 rands. So if you are someone who always has change, you could totally do this challenge. I feel like it's a lot of money, and it's easy to just put aside coins, because usually you just have coins from change, you know, when you're buying something from the shop. And the other plan, I don't know if I should call it a plan, but I just remembered it because it's something I've been doing. So I bank with FNB, and what we have with FNB is whenever you swipe, you could they have a setting where you could decide if whenever you swipe, they must also just take out 10 rand and just put it aside into a pocket, and that pocket is the savings, and then it earns interest. So you could choose to, whenever you swipe, to have 10 rand taken from that amount again into your savings. So you could have like 20 rand, 100 rand, whatever amount you are most comfortable with to have withdrawn or into the savings account whenever you swipe. So if you're like me and prefer to, you know, use a card whenever you're transacting, then this would definitely be ideal for you. Yes, and then the other one, so I guess I'm saying 4 things now. So the other one is the one that I'm doing, that I'm going to give you guys an update on. It's the 10-cent challenge. It's almost like the 52-week challenge. It's just now it's 365 days, and what you do is you start with 10 rand on the first day of the year. So the savings plan I also saw off of somebody. It's not something that I came up with. I just saw it off of somebody, and I thought, wow, I could definitely try that, and I've been trying that. So on the first day, I put aside 10 cents, like on day 1, day 2, 20 cents. So day 2's 20 cents plus the previous day's 10 cents, that gave me 30 cents in 2 days. And I kept it going, and now I'm on day 249, and which means today I'm putting aside 24 and 90 cents. And what is my total? My total is 3,112 rand and how many cents, and 50 cents. So yes, that's my total today of, you know, taking and putting aside those 10 cents. So in principle, what you do is you multiply 10 cents by the day of the year out of 366 days, given it's a leap year now, and then the next day it will be not a leap year, so it will be 365 days. So that's what I've been doing. It's been pretty fun. So where did I get this challenge? I saw it off someone on Twitter. His handle is Bright the Dividend Puppy. I don't know why he chose that, but yeah. So I saw it off of that guy, and I've been, you know, carrying on with it until now. Would I do it again? Definitely. I feel like it's the one thing that I'm constantly going to be doing for a really long time in my life. And what have I learned with this challenge? What I'm learning is a lot of patience is required, because you don't really get to huge amounts at a really fast pace. It's been almost 250 days, like way over half the year's been done, and only now are we at 3,000 rands. So it works on your patience, but it's pretty fun to get to a point where you realize, wow, 500 was so many days ago, like so many months ago, and then we managed to get to 1,000, 2,000, and now we're at 3,000, and you're like, wow. So I'm that patient enough to not give up and be like, let me just take this money and go do whatever I want to do with it, and, you know, stop with the challenge. But here I am so many days after I started, and yeah, have there been days where I wanted to quit? Definitely, because sometimes I just did not have any money to put aside, and I'd be like, so if I don't have money today and I have money tomorrow, I might not have money on other days where it's actually like steep amounts, unlike just 1 unit when it's like 2 units, like maybe your 20 rands, your 30 rands, and your 40 rands, and I wouldn't have that kind of money. And I just disciplined myself, and I was just like, but you said you're gonna do it, and you do it, you're doing it. Why is this? Because initially I wanted to start last year in November when I first saw the guy's tweet, and I tried for like all of November, and I was like, yikes, no, I'm not doing this properly. And then I took the money, I used it, and I'll start properly in January, which I did. But now looking back, I wish I had not given up then. So don't be like me, don't give up because you feel like it's not working out. Just keep going with it, run with it. But yeah, that was the lesson I learned, to not give up on things, because maybe I feel like I started late, and me starting late, I am not progressing as well as I thought I would. And this year, what has been the hardest I think was just when I did not have any money to put aside. But the greatest is learning that I can actually put aside those little amounts, and they eventually over time accumulate to so much. And what else? I'm learning that yeah, it's nice to share with other people, because I have a friend of mine who's also doing the challenge as well. She joined me I think where was I think 100 and something days, when I was in the hundreds, and she joined me, and she's still doing it, and she's also just being very disciplined about it. So like, unlike me, I joined when they were so far off and I gave up, but she's still here, so I'm very proud of her. And what else, yeah, it's been pretty great. And with just 3,000 in, I'm definitely ready to finish off this challenge, although feels like there aren't a lot of days left, but I'm definitely gonna keep it going. And what have been the mistakes that I've made during this challenge? The mistakes that I've made, although I feel like they were not really the worst mistakes ever, it's just when at another point where I did not have money to put aside, I was like, but I want to keep this going. So I took money from another savings to fund the savings plan, and I beat myself up about it, but I'm also just very glad that I did it, because look at me now, I'm here at 3,000 rands. So yeah, it's one of those decisions in life where I'm like, should I not? And I decided that I should, and I did it. So guys, those are the savings plans. I hope you guys try at least one. If you guys trying out any savings plans, do share with me. I am always for trying out new things, and I feel like you guys have already realized that I love talking about money and anything related to money. If you guys have any queries, not necessarily queries, but if you are interested in a topic that you would like me to talk about, especially related to money, do give us a shout and tell me in the comments, and I'll maybe might do a video or just reply back to you in the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and remember, if you need any advice or seek anything money related, do contact a financial advisor and they will help you find instruments that are suited for you, whether a savings plan, investment, whatever it is that it's related to your finances. Even if it's just advice, do contact a registered financial advisor and they will help you out. And thank you guys for joining in today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, be money wise, and best of all, live your best life. Do subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.